How's it going, Aquarius? This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do a July reading for y'all that is oriented around if this person that you're dealing with is your soulmate, okay? This video will be for Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. So take the messages as they apply for wherever Aquarius is in your chart. For the messages that don't resonate, don't try to make it fit. Check any of the other videos that I have on my channel for your other planetary alignments. We also have a plethora of wonderful readers on YouTube. So, meditated and drew some oracle cards mixed with some Sibylla cards to kick us off and save time for the video. So we've got Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. We've also got number 41, Halite. We've got the Thought card, the Wife reverse, the Child card, and Dissipating from the Chakra Wisdom. So what I can see already is, as far as a direct answer is concerned, the person that you are dealing with, I do feel to be your soulmate, Aquarius. Now, the thing is, there's a lot of abandonment issues. Now, this may be vice versa. There are a lot of abandonment issues that someone has to let go of, okay, in order to make this connection work. We see it here with the Wife reverse. We see it here with the message from Halite. And a little bit in Dissipating when we talk about energy that's not being placed into a very promising relationship. These are just the reasons why. In the past, you may have been abandoned, you may have been neglected, not really taken seriously, not listened to, or this could be the other person again if you're wondering what's going on with this connection. But yeah, I think that it's just one of those cases that when you do find something real, it may look different, it may look different, but that feeling is just, that same promising feeling that has led you astray before. So it's like a little hard to trust. I understand. But there's a leap of faith that is advised to be taken within Bridget, and this is the card of dissipation as well. When you don't back down from standing up for what you believe is right, you're taken upon the energy to let the fire that's within your heart burn and guide you. And for you to trust that, linked with your intuition, to know that you're making the right decision. Now, I think the more practicality we try to add to the matter here, in a seemingly hangman position, it's going to lead us the wrong way. So as we're going within for answers, again, we don't want to be so practical about things. We can let our heart guide us to our true passions here. And then we have the Child card. So what we see that will come from this is new conditions for you, a new way of thinking, really coming into something, however experienced you are, in a very infantile and naive stage, because you're starting a new chapter, a new journey. This would be what I'm intuiting is like a way out for many of you who've had cyclical blockages, karmic cycles that just have repeated for however long. There's a chance to end it romantically. As we talk about relationships, there's a chance to end that, okay? It takes trust and faith. Now, it's no question on if you could be all right on your own. Of course you can, you know that. But let's not take that mentality when we are still putting out the vibrations of wanting to be with someone, There's someone that you are connecting with. There's someone that you're wondering about. So, instead of being on the fence about it, this is a great time to decide exactly where you want to be. To do that, though, you're going to have to heal some past traumas, figure out how to move on from that, and take action. The card of dissipating talks about taking action towards your desires. So like all of these cards are syncing up and lining up. Oh, I can't remember what sign I got a similar message for. So I pulled 3 more Sibylla cards. Oh, I believe it was Virgo. And we've got the Thief card, the Letter reversed, and the Old Woman reversed. So many of you may be tired. I think that's what the adverse energy is. With what makes it so hard to just follow your heart on the situation. You're tired, you know? With all of these failed offers coming in, all of these users and abusers, all of these players, people who want to come in and steal your shine, motherfuckers who want to come in and contribute nothing, like, the guy that you dated or the chick that you dated that just crashed on your couch all the time and ate all your food and this and this and that. Or if the relationship was still more serious, there was still other ways that they just extrapolated like everything from you, These are people not who come in the night. They come at any time because, your Aquarian nature was very giving for a while. And I think that one of the things that you could get from this is that the people that you were dealing with, I don't feel necessarily meant to cause you harm, but were meant to create this spurt of growth for you to where you can get to certain moments like this that are different and seize them because you know what you don't want to go back to, But you're feeling tired, you're feeling worn out. Like many of you maybe not even be feeling your best self as far as, attraction. Like you don't feel like, you're that hot. You're probably getting compliments and stuff and you're like, really? In this? Or like, I think your appearance is just so chill and reflective of how you're just like, you know what? I don't really give a fuck right now, I mean, I don't feel my best, but I'm going to work through it and, and that's that. Let's pull some from Tarot in one way. But you definitely have someone who clearly does think you're beautiful, think you're handsome, think you're attractive, This is someone who I feel will also be very patient. Again, vice versa if it applies. But this is somebody who will be quite patient as well. I'm just seeing more of you needing to get out of your head. So far, we got the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Swords. You thinking back to this past trauma. Knight of Swords, and you got someone who's trying to charge in. But Alice is facing this way. And the 6 of Cups. The Knight of Swords who's coming in is, coming that way. And I think the blockage in between the 10 of Swords, that's exactly what you're looking back on. In between this person coming towards you is the 10 of Swords. So, that seems to be a big blockage in the relationship is you literally healing and letting go. That's all I see. That's the only thing stopping you from love. The type of relationship that you want, even if it starts slow. I think any pressures you may be putting on it as well, you could slow down on that. The Hierophant reverse. 2 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. The Fool. Well, it looks as though some of you may have been dealing with a Taurus. Okay. Either way, it's really looking as though that bad judgment, like thatness. And when I say bad judgment, I just mean like so fixated in your mind in forms of nostalgia. You know, all that's gonna leave. I think what's gonna happen. Wait, is anything gonna happen? Because I want to see what the catalyst is for your Two of Wands here. You know, for you seeking a new journey and a new start and a new beginning. Ending up with the Seven of Pentacles and the Fool. Willing to work, finally. Willing to open up. Like, well, maybe that's just what it is. Once you hit that aha moment, you realize you're just willing to work. You see what's on the other side. You see how close you are. You know, it's just about you being ready. And maybe you understand that you have to go through these last few bouts of dealing with this to make sure you're truly ready for a new beginning. But the cards say that you soon will be. Five of Swords and the King of Wands. So when I see the King of Wands coming in here, I feel like this is your past person. Now, it's not that they're coming up in a better way by any means when we have this new person coming up as the Knight of Swords. I don't want you to think of it like from king to knight, but this is just the level of voraciousness, I believe, that comes behind someone who will not necessarily want you to move on. Like, there's going to be a little conflict surrounding that, okay? There's going to be a little conflict surrounding that. I suggest you cut all ties with this person. It'll make it easier to not even think about them, you know? All these cards keep falling out. I can't. I could. I'm not trying to read 10 cards right now. So, okay. Knight of Cups. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I smell something. Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. So this is exactly what I was smelling. You won't have to really worry about this past person. Whoever you got currently, I don't know if they're trained in martial arts. I don't know. I sense somebody who's either cut or like buff. I'm even seeing that some of y'all haven't. Somebody that's coming in that even practices Muay Thai, like some form of martial arts or CrossFit or something like that. And they may even be ex-military. And they have a soft side for you. There are certain people who can be pretty tough to the exterior world and soft to the ones that they love. And that's what I'm getting here. And I think that if this past person tries to bring any shit to your front door or anywhere near you, whoever you're dealing with is going to handle it. Male or female. They're going to handle that shit. And it's going to be in a very honorable way unless it needs to get otherwise. And this person will, like, you know, hell, honorably put this person on their fucking ass or in their fucking place. I see that this is someone who's going to protect you and shield you from anything in your past affecting y'all's future coming together, you know? Like, it's really a case of you not having to do it alone. So, is this person your soulmate? Definitely feel like this is someone who's wanting to invest. I definitely feel like this is someone who is soulmate material. I definitely feel like this is someone who just meets all of the qualifications. Open up the line of dialogue more with this person in regards to your feelings. And then I think you'll begin to see where they stand on how they're down for you. That'll probably smooth things over a little bit, help it out. That's what I got for you. Enjoy.